Seniors right after we hear from Adele, and it's easy being green. Adele.
And this week we are talking about using black gold. One of the easiest, most affordable, and greenest things you can do at home is make your own backyard black gold. I highlight 3 excellent reasons to make your own compost. First, don't waste your money on fertilizers and expensive soil conditioners to enrich your soil. Plants don't absorb nutrients through their leaves. They take it up through their roots. If you consult with soil scientists, they will tell you that the organic matter provided in compost is the best soil amendment. Therefore, improve the health and appearance of your garden and plants by regularly adding homemade compost instead of commercial fertilizers. Second, compost helps prevent pollution. It alters the soil structure to make it less likely to erode. Plus, it increases the soil's ability to retain water, which decreases runoff that carries pollutants to our streams. Therefore, by helping to prevent pollutants in stormwater runoff from reaching our water. Compost and healthy soils are important factors in protecting our waters. Lastly, compost is good for our planet. 1/3 of our landfill waste is made up of compostable materials. Landfills are brimming. Many have closed down and new sites are not easily found. Yet the organic waste from our yards and kitchens, such as fruit and vegetable scraps, eggshells, coffee grounds, grass clippings, leaves, and newspapers, are the materials that can be turned into this rich black gold through one of nature's most amazing natural processes. So remember, making your own compost is great for your garden, prevents water pollution, and reduces the quantity of organic waste that goes into our landfills. Tune in next time and I'll walk you through simple steps on how to make your own compost, which the black gold. So remember, it's easy being green.
Yes, it is. All right, thanks, Adele. And composting is good. I like that information on composting. There's a lot of things you don't think about, but they actually can be good compost right out of your kitchen. Okay, we'll be back with News for Seniors after we hear from John and his guest. Here's John.
We are here tonight with Hal Koster, Distinguished Vietnam Veteran and Executive Director of the Alethea Foundation. Hal, thanks for coming out tonight.
Thank you, John. Appreciate you having me on.
Now let's just jump right in and let's talk about the Alethea Foundation. What do you guys do?
What we do is we help the patients through the first stages of their healing process. We try to get them out to dinner as soon as they're able to get out to dinner and allow them to be able to be with their buddies and do some things that are helping them get back into society.
And why is it so important to get these troops out and back out socializing and during this initial phase of their recovery?
It's really important in the healing process. You don't want them to sit there and feel sorry for themselves and isolate themselves in their room. And that's pretty much what they do. If you look at it, they sit in their hospital room, they don't even know who's in the room next to them. So by getting them out, it gets them to talking to people. They learn that if they're missing an arm, they learn how to cut their food with one hand and how to eat and stuff again. And it's always in a private setting, so they don't have to feel embarrassed or anything like that while they're learning to get back into the types of things that normal people do.
Right. And tell me about what brought about these Friday night dinners. Well, how did it all get started?
Okay. It all got started back in August of '03 when a friend of mine, Jim Mayer, who's a double amputee from Vietnam, and he's been a peer-level visitor at Walter Reed since 1992, showing the guys that there is life after a substantial injury like that. And he came to me and said that these troops needed to get out of the hospital because it was more than a simple amputation. They had shrapnel wounds and all kinds of different things like that. So they needed to get out of the hospital, and he asked if we would provide a few free dinners for them.
And now that's 8 years ago.
Right.
8+ years.
Right.
And you guys do 44 dinners a year?
Yes, sir.
And so, I mean, we're looking at thousands of dinners later, or hundreds of dinners later, and thousands of individual dinners later.
Yeah, we supply 3,000-4,000 dinners a year to the troops and their families, and we've been doing that for 8 years. So.
And what kind of places do you guys go out to?
We like to make sure that they get to nice places. We take them to Morton's downtown. We take them to the Capitol Hill Club. Dr. Wolfowitz arranges for us to get to embassies, the Australian embassy, the Israeli embassy, the New Zealand embassy, the British embassy, Singapore, Dutch, you know.
So this is a big step up from hospital food, first of all.
Oh yeah, absolutely is a big step up. And then also, most of the troops come from moderate backgrounds, you know, and a lot of them from small towns. So we get several comments where they've never seen a restaurant where they have linen tablecloths and linen napkins before, and they've never had steaks as great as the ones that they get at these dinners. And of course, this is a rare opportunity for them to get into an embassy and meet the ambassador and meet the embassy staffs and different things like that. Try the food that's native to that particular area of the world where they're dining. So it's a nice time.
And I understand that that these troops look forward to these dinners, you know, as a regular thing. I mean, it's something they look forward to, and sometimes they even use it as a method to develop sort of their new skills. Like you told me a story about a particular inspirational story about one soldier.
Yeah, they do, and they, after several months of coming to these dinners and going through the healing process, they're very, very excited to be able to show us a new capability. Like Juanita was very excited the day she could walk in to one of the dinners as opposed to coming in a wheelchair. Marissa had a leg amputated. The second leg was in limb salvage. She decided it wasn't working. She asked him to cut the second leg off, and she said that she wanted it cut off on Monday so she could be to dinner by Friday night. Didn't happen, but the very last dinner we had at my restaurant, she walked up 3 flights of stairs for the first time to show us that she could do it. Yep, with 2 prosthetics.
Now, tell us, how can people get involved with your, or where can they go? How can they get involved with the Alethea Foundation?
They can just go to the website, and on the website we show some of the pictures from the dinners. We've got contact information. They can send us emails. They can donate online. They can send us checks. Anything like that would be greatly appreciated.
All right, go check out the alethea.org, and thanks again, Hal. Thanks for coming out.
All right, thank you, John. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, John, doing double duty tonight. Sounds like a worthwhile program.
Hal's a great guy, great program, great foundation.
So good luck and more power to him. All right, thanks, John.